This video is brought to you by myplayerpage.com, the best place for athletes to showcase their information. Visit us today.
Hi everybody, Randy McKee here with Soccer 605, and we have the president of Mitchell Soccer, Jodie Lambert, with us today. Thanks, Jodie, for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I don't think we've had you on the channel since
last summer.
Last summer, we did a kind of a forum.
Yep.
That was really a lot of fun. So, you know, the one thing that I really have been wanting to talk to you about is through the winter season, I have seen Mitchell teams and Mitchell players. Every tournament I've been to, there have just been dozens and dozens of players. And, you know, I keep telling people how impressed I am with the numbers that you're turning out.
Thank you. We've been working really hard to grow our program. And our spring program, last spring we had 3 teams, 36 players, 2 coaches. This year we have 19 coaches, 14 traveling teams, and we're about up to 275 kids in traveling and academy program.
So how did you accomplish all that in such a short period of time?
You know what, we've just been advertising as much as we can, flyers in the school, just not really being afraid of, you know, if we had 500 kids show up or 1,000 kids show up, you know, we'll just worry about it when we get to it.
Yeah, well, you know, and I was on your website the other day and, you know, looking at some of the people you have coaching, and, you know, you've got some really exciting young coaches involved.
You know, in Mitchell, we're really lucky because we have Dakota Wesleyan, and Coach Jeremy Tisaya has always been a great friend of Mitchell Soccer Association, and Jeremy and I have a great relationship. I can call him, I can lean on him, I can ask him questions. He gives us advice and keeps us going to where we need to be going. And then now with the addition of Coach Clay, we are so excited about Dakota Wesleyan. We just really feel that we got 2 top-notch coaches there, and then with their program, they're able to help us out with having some assistant coaches come in and help us with our foot skills. We've really been blessed with Dakota Wesleyan's effort to help us out.
You know, and I really like their efforts, and you know, you see this in most of the towns, but in Mitchell, you know, they're kind of on an island of your own. But you know, we've seen a real effort there at the school to have those players come get involved in the community and actually be part of the community, and that's been going on there for years.
Oh, it has been, and their success, their foot skills, their desire to want to play soccer gets our kids excited. So it's a great team effort there.
Well, you know, we've got that great growth going on. You've got teams going out, and now, you know, you've got another big event coming up in Mitchell on April 12th. Your teams and a lot of other teams are part of this new Dakota Challenge. And really, it kind of looks to me like it's almost, well, it is a kind of a tournament format where, you know, teams from all over get to go play in Mitchell, Yankton, I'm not sure where else, but that's got to be really neat.
You know, it is. Robert Hoffman, president of Tempo Soccer, started that last spring. And before then, you wanted to get friendlies, and it's so frustrating to try to call up on a Thursday and call your parents to say, hey, you know what, we're going to play in such and such town on Saturday. And so coming off from a parent standpoint, it looks like soccer is very unorganized. So when Robert started this, it's like we've got organized friendly games in a tournament format, spread over weeks. You drive into a town, you play 2 games, you come home. And it's so exciting, it's so organized, and I think that helped us grow for our indoor program when we participated last fall.
You know, we were on the website, on the Temple website the other day, and they got a link right to a regular HTG page. You know, all the games are scheduled, and in visiting with Robert today, he tells me that not all the teams that are going to participate are even on that schedule yet. They're still coming in. So we're going to be seeing teams from all over, all the way from Watertown to Yankton, Sioux Falls to Mitchell.
It's exciting. We are hosting 2 dates, and of course we love having everybody come out to our Pepsi complex there. But very, very exciting to see how much Dakota Challenge has grown from last fall to this spring.
Well, and it's a perfect example of organizations working together. You don't have to worry about what initials you use to define what national organization you're affiliated with. It's just soccer.
It is, and I know that in growing our organization, I've reached out to Robert. He has been a godsend to our organization in helping us get things started from the board, how to run an academy program, our traveling program, practices. He has been a godsend, and reaching out to Mike in Watertown and Chris Derry, South Dakota United. Every person that we've made contact with has been a great help. We're excited to be bringing Frank and Leo from Dakota Alliance over to help do some clinics. It's all a matter of, I think, when people put the politics down, and it's all about kids playing soccer and having fun, trying to keep things organized from a parent standpoint. It's a lot easier to get a schedule and be able to plan things ahead of time instead of all this last minute. And there's nothing wrong with a last minute friendly, but not week after week.
Well, absolutely, and you're exactly right. And it does take somebody like Robert to be willing to do all the work. I remember, several years ago when Chris Derry was doing a lot of the scheduling for the Midwest Regional Leagues, and honest to goodness, it was so rare to see a Midwest and MRL game come to South Dakota. So Chris started scheduling. Now all of a sudden we had all sorts of MRL games coming to South Dakota. So you get somebody that rolls up their sleeves and gets that work done and makes it better for everybody.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right. Well, we're looking down the road to high school. We've got a spring and summer, and it looks like we're going to be seeing quite a few more schools join the sanction ranks this coming year and in 2015. For you places that have just been on board since the beginning, I guess it probably seems kind of natural to you to just be sanctioned.
Well, it's nice to see these other towns come, and I know some of them are waiting until the deadline. And it's fun to see soccer in the school system, because there's still some kids that if it wasn't in the high school wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
And this is what's fun.
Well, and as everyone knows, I used to be a real opponent of that, and now I am a proponent of it, just after watching how the High School Activities Association ran in that first tournament we were at. That really changed my mind, and being able to sit down and visit with Wayne Carney and John Krogstrand about it. I think they really have the right program going forward. And 10 years from now, the kids that are playing high school soccer will look back and they'll never even realize that we have this situation that we have right now. They won't even think about it. It'll just be natural. It'll be in every school.
It will be, and it'll be fun. And what's going to be fun is to be able to see our U8s and our U10s that have been able to be in club associations, participating year-round, get into that high school level, because all the high school kids have had that opportunity growing up. So it'll be very, very fierce competition coming up in a few years with all the schools. Sure will be. Well, that's what it's all about. So, Jodie, I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to cover while we have the camera rolling here, but I really do want to thank you for spending some time with us. But more than anything, I wanted to compliment you and let you know that a lot of people notice the tremendous work you and your people in Mitchell are doing for soccer, and that really warms my heart a lot to see all those efforts going into more kids playing soccer. Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you.